Hey everybody, it's Ben Hoffman checking in from Kailua Kona. So we're out here in beautiful Hawaii and I'm hanging out with my race setup here on the bike. Just to go through a few bits and pieces. This is obviously a Cervelo P5X series. Basically a newer iteration of the P5X, a few advancements. It's a little bit lighter, a little bit stiffer, a little bit different integration. We have a flat kit that's actually built in right down here now. I have a full Shimano drivetrain here running the Di2 setup. I've had a lot of good luck with this drivetrain, very bomb-proof. The only small changes to that, I have a SLF oversized pulley wheel system that I've placed on here, but otherwise we're looking at pretty stock Dura-Ace setup here. I do have a 55-42 chainring in the front, 11-28 cassette in the rear. Everything's coated with ice friction materials, so it's all their proprietary stuff, those last few watts. Obviously, we've got disc brakes on the bike, minimal aero penalty to them, and obviously the stopping power, especially in wet conditions, is far superior to anything else out there. There was a partnership, I believe, that was done with ENVE for these aero bars here. So I'm running these with a tilt up right here. Everything else is stock Cervelo cockpit. I think it's especially important in Ironman Hawaii to make sure you stay on top of your nutrition. I have a couple of gorilla cages here. I actually won't run this one in the race. I will run bottle cage here, and then I did a bit of a custom internal hydration bladder that runs into the frame right here, so that'll carry water for me throughout the race. One of the reasons that I ride this bike is that it has no traditional seat tube, as you can see. So I find that riding 180 kilometers that the body gets pretty beat up no matter what, even if it's smooth roads like the Queen K Highway. Being on a bike like this reduces some of that vibration, some of that road noise transfer into your body so that it saves your legs a little bit for the run. Moving on a little bit here, I'm running a set of ENVE SES 7.8 wheels here. These are the most aero wheels that ENVE makes, and they're perfect for the Hawaii course for a couple of reasons. Obviously, you want to have the fastest wheel setup you can have, but also I find that these are extremely stable in all of the crosswinds that you encounter out on the Queen K Highway, especially when you're descending from Hawaii, getting buffeted with those heavy crosswinds from the side. The center of pressure is optimized so that it's really centered around the hub in the front. You don't get a lot of the sail effect that's causing you to get knocked around. So extremely stable, really fast wheel set, and confidence inspiring. I have mine actually set up as tubeless. That's something that not everybody in the industry has embraced, but I've had extremely good luck with tubeless, and I actually set these up myself. It's not really that complicated. Put the tape in there, put in the sealant, and I'm running some Continental GP 5000 TLs on here, which I've also had really good luck with. ENVE's optimized their wheels to work with a 25C tire for optimal aerodynamics. So yeah, extremely confident about the tubeless setup. For race day especially, you're not only reducing your chance of having a flat, but I think overall, you're basically looking at a situation where if you did have an instance where you hit a piece of glass or had a small cut, there's a much higher likelihood that you're going to get through that without having to change a tube. And not everyone knows this, but you can actually just throw a normal tube into your tubeless setup if you have a catastrophic flat on your tubeless setup. So it's not really that much different than running a tube, just more likely that you're going to avoid flats. Additionally, the research out there is saying right now that having a tubeless setup that's set up properly is actually a little bit faster from a rolling resistance standpoint. It allows you to run a little bit lower tire pressure, which in most cases is going to be better depending on the surface of the road. So not only are they better overall for resisting flats, but they're also going to just be faster overall rolling down the road. So I'm a huge fan of tubeless. If you're not doing it, get on board.